So in case you missed it, the Department of State made a recent announcement about a really great tool that will help us to better understand and know when a possible spouse or family-based interview will be scheduled. At the American Immigration Lawyers Association, myself and all of my colleagues, we have been asking the Department of State for this tool and for this insight and transparency for many, many years. So how it has been previously or prior to this tool is that after your case, if you're going through a spouse visa process, after you complete the National Visa Center phase of your case, where you submit all of your documents online and complete an online application, you will receive something called a documentarily qualified notification. This means you're in line for an interview. But how long it would take you to wait for an interview was the big question mark. It was the big unknown. And there was not very much transparency on the wait times for each individual U.S. embassy and consulate. There was no data or information. There was some data. You had to kind of put pieces of the puzzle together, but it was not clear and it was not transparent. And if you would reach out to embassies and consulates, they typically were very reticent and wouldn't give that information to you about how long it was taking. They didn't want to commit to a certain amount of time. But this new tool allows you, and we'll put a link to that tool in the comments, it allows you to go in, take that date when your case was documentarily qualified, put in that date, and then also put in the location of your U.S. Embassy consular interview. And then it will tell you that the embassy or the consulate, they're currently scheduling interviews for individuals with a documentarily qualified date of, so you can have a better idea of how long interview wait times will be. Some consular posts, you can see that they are only about a month out. So that means if you're receiving a documentarily qualified confirmation from the National Visa Center and you have an interview in London, you're likely going to receive an interview a month or so after that. And for other locations like Ciudad Juarez in Mexico, you would find that it's about a year wait. And so understand there might be some months where that documentarily qualified date might hold in that place for a few months, but on average gives us much more insight. It gives couples much more insight into when they are likely going to be scheduled for an interview, which is great news. I know it doesn't change the long wait times for some consular posts, but it does at least give you more clarity on your wait time, which is huge and so important.